submit your greetings and we'll be sure to read them throughout the show. Back to you, Sister Macy.
Welcome back to another episode of Explore Mountain States.
That's it for the weather
And
updates.
moving on to our district news updates.
Only here
on INCRadio Mountain States.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of our listeners and viewers worldwide. You are tuned in once again to INCRadio Mountain States. It is Saturday, September 20th, here in the United States, 4:02 p.m. 4:02 p.m. Pacific time and 5:02 p.m. Mountain time. Good afternoon to all of our brothers and sisters in the District of Mountain States, as well as those who may not be in the district but are tuned in with us right now. And in the Philippines, it is Sunday, 7:03 in the morning. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat dyan sa Pilipinas. Sana po ay enjoy kayo ngayong umaga kahit na sobrang aga. We're going to have fun here on INCRadio Mountain States po. Well, I am your host this afternoon, Sister Macy, and joining us today is our crew from the District of Mountain States. We have Kuya Ron Pableti, our DMM Director. Hi, Kuya. And
Hi,
also
Macy.
Sister Ina, one of our correspondents here on
Hi, everyone.
Radio Mountain States. Good afternoon and happy Saturday. All right, if you are on YouTube right now, please do not forget to hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and put your hashtag local congregation so we know where you are coming from all over the world. And for those in the District of Mountain States, we always love to see the most engaged local congregation with us. So we can also give a special shout out to your local congregation. Today is going to be a special topic. It's a travel need to know, a practical guide. So last week, just a quick recap, we did a quick coffee connections topic. So shout out to Sister Missy, Brother Brandon, who joined us as guests last Sunday. Thank you so much for joining in, and thank you for sharing that wonderful espresso recipe that you shared with our brethren on air. I think a lot of them had enjoyed it, and a lot of them had already tried it. So once again, that was Coffee Connections last week, and this week it is a travel need to know. Okay, it is a practical guide, and we have asked one of the experts in travel here in the District of Mountain States to give us some important tips and information regarding today's travel, modern day travel. So join us to know the must-knows every traveler should keep in their back pocket. With the right preparation and awareness, travel becomes less stressful and more rewarding, helping us to focus on the experiences that matter the most to us. Stay with us as we share with you everything you need to travel with confidence. But before we move on with this topic, let's first check in with our team live chat. Sister Ina, let's see who's watching us at the moment.
Yes, exactly. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. And I have the team live chat here. First of all, we have Sister Janet Salvador says, a beautiful day, po, dear brethren. Sister Amy Maliari, happy Saturday. And we have Brother Eisen from Las Vegas, Leota says, hello, po, brethren. We also have Brother Anthony Arongay from Salt Lake City says, hello, po, to everyone from Arongay's family, Salt Lake City. We also have Sister Amy Maliari, happy viewing both from Globe. And we also have, of course, Brother Mario Oka, our avid viewers and listener. Good morning here in the Philippines and enjoy watching here on INCRadio Mountain States. Greeting from local of Brixtonville, District of Caloocan City. Wow, early morning, Brother Mario Oka. Thank you so much for always joining with us. And also we have Brother Dexter Reyes. Ayon, sumaglit. Hello po everyone from Las Vegas. That's it for now. Ate Macy, back to you.
Thank you, Sister Ina, and thank you to our active team live chat today. Share us your thoughts as well in regards to the topic. Maybe there's information or suggestions, recommendations that you can share with our brethren as we travel. Summer is over, kids are back to school, but I know that there are still plenty of travel opportunities that a lot of our guests, a lot of our brethren would have to do. Maybe it's for work, maybe it's for school, maybe it's for the church. We often do that. And we hope that this topic this afternoon will help you get prepared for it. So without further ado, we want to introduce to you a very special sister from our district who have provided her thoughts and her recommendations in regard to this topic that we have, the Travel Need to Know, a Practical Guide. And who can we better get a practical guide and the recommendations than from someone who does this for a living? So I'm going to introduce to you a flight attendant from the District of Mountain States. And she is from the local of Denver, Colorado. Originally, though, she was from the local congregation of Salt Lake City, Utah. So for all of our brethren in the Salt Lake, I'm sure you're very familiar with this sister. And to the local congregation of Denver, I know that you are aware of her as well. Unfortunately, she isn't able to join us live this afternoon because, well, she has a flight schedule. She's currently literally on air. As we are on air here, she is literally on air. So she has just provided her thoughts and her feedback regarding our topic today that we will read and discuss to you this afternoon. But I would like to make a formal introduction of our sister. So we have pictures of her that you can see. Kuya Tech, if you can just put those pictures in. Her name is Sister Ara Laxon Carlos. And again, she's hailing from the local congregation of Denver, Colorado, District of Mountain States. She is Buklod, and she currently has one daughter, I believe 1 or 2 years old. So, and she's frequently flying, of course, currently flying local for one of the biggest airlines here in the United States. So there you have it. That's Sister Ara Laxon. We actually have really good materials from her that will help us with our travel. But so that we can get to know her a little bit more, we also asked her a few questions, personal questions regarding her experiences as a flight attendant. So the first question that we asked her when we interviewed her is, what is the most challenging aspect as a flight attendant? And for her, she said that as a flight attendant for a major U.S. airlines, the most challenging aspect of the job is actually balancing work and personal life. Because of course, the job demands irregular hours, long time away from home, different time zones, and physical stamina. So for her, she takes high priority when it comes to attending church every 2 weeks. So I find that a little bit more on the challenging side. When I first started as flight attendant and get sent to my layover on different states or countries, I always plan ahead and check the scheduled worship service. And that is why we're very thankful for our websites like the iglesianicristo.net, incmedia.org, where we have an active running directory of all the congregations and all the schedules of worship services in the entire church, so that we can ensure that wherever we are able to find those locals and find the time of worship and not miss a worship service. So thank you, Sister Ara. I think that's really amazing that you put the highest priority into that and be able to schedule your job around the times where you can ensure that you can actually worship. And also, my job is all about seniority. The more you stay with the company, the more you can control your schedule. So she's been trying to stay with the company so that she's able to demand the flexibility that she needs and perform her duties and services to our Almighty God. But on the other side of it, what's the most rewarding aspect of a flight attendant? And she answered, one of the things I love most about being a flight attendant is the chance to experience layovers in different states and countries. Every trip feels like a mini adventure and a chance to explore new culture, try new food, meet different people, and see places that I might never have visited otherwise if it weren't for this job. And I bet that is a very rewarding experience, right? To be able to have many experiences and try different places, that is already part of your job. Like, you don't have to schedule a separate time to do any of these things, right? So to our brothers and sisters that are watching, Kuya Ron had posted a question earlier and asked, who likes to travel, right? And we'd love to hear your perspective here, brothers and sisters. Who likes to travel? And then maybe share with us what has been your favorite layover so far, wherein you were able to spend maybe a few hours in that city or get out of the airport a little bit, and that became an experience in itself. Okay, so make sure that you share your ideas with us. We also asked Sister Ara regarding cultural sensitivity, because she has to deal with people from all over the world. She mentioned that as a flight attendant, I interact with people from all over the world and always remind myself that every passenger has their own story, background, and expectations. You never really know what someone might be going through. That's why I approach each interaction with respect and kindness to make every passenger feel seen, safe, and comfortable. I think that's one of the really important tasks of a flight attendant, is to make sure that passengers feel seen, safe, and comfortable. And us as travelers, that's exactly what we want, right? Every time that we get on the plane and start our travel, we need to feel safe. And we need to be comfortable. Sometimes those flights are long. Sometimes, the leg room is really short or there's turbulence. But it helps that our flight attendants are able to assist us in a way that make us feel very comfortable. All right, we will learn more about Sister Ara, and she actually sent here very good tips and recommendations for us when we travel, because of course our topic is a practical guide for us that are traveling in this day and era. Okay, so we will go ahead and study that, but for now we are going to take a quick station break. When we return, we're going to talk about jet lag and packing, all those wonderful things that we love when we are traveling. So please stay tuned to INCRadio Mountain States. We will be right back.
This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Mom. Homework?
Kind of. It's a school project, and you have to present someone from LA we admire.
Celebrity time. Who's it gonna be? Actor, athlete?
You.
Cool.
Yeah. You work hard. You help out with everything around the house. You never complain. You just do what's right, even when no one's watching.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to. Just don't make me redo my project.
The world may celebrate stars, but the ones who shine brightest are not on screen. They're family. A message from INC Radio Los Angeles.
And we are back, 4:15 p.m. Mountain Time and 5:15 p.m. Pacific. Oh no, 4:16 Pacific Time, 5:16 p.m. Mountain Time. I am switching up the time zones now, speaking about jet lag, right? So we are going to talk about jet lag and packing, as one of the first couple of tips coming from our flight attendant, Miss Ara Laxon, but Ara Carlos. But for now, we have a quick MTS challenge for you all. So let's go ahead and see if our brethren will be able to answer this, and Sister Ina's, Kuya Ron, please feel free to also share your answers. Our first challenge question for the day: what is the largest airport in the United States and in the world? Okay, not just in the US, but in the world. Please do not use any search engine. We want your wild guesses for this specific question. So again, Team Live Chat, please type quickly and put in your answer. What is the largest airport in the United States of America and also in the world? Okay, well, to give you an idea, these airports are not the same. So there's two different ones, okay? The largest airport in the US is different than the largest airport in the world. Okay, so you can provide two answers. Sister Ina, do you have a guess?
I mean, maybe here in Las Vegas, since I'm always getting lost whenever I travel here in the airport, landing and, you know,
Okay.
finding
The Harry Reid Airport in Las Vegas. Okay, that's a good guess. How about Kuya Ron? Wild guess.
I'm gonna say Denver, Colorado.
Okay, all right, that's a good guess too. How about, do you have a guess for the largest airport in the world, though?
It looks like Brother Dexter says LAX, maybe because he's from LA.
LA too, yeah. LAX could be it. How about for the world, though? Do you have any wild guess,
For
Kuya
the world, I would say Singapore.
True. You know what? Yes. It's pretty hard to do a layover in Singapore, right? Because it's
Or Korea.
I don't think Korea is that big. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so those are your two guesses. Kuya Ron.
It's gotta be somewhere in Asia. Maybe
Okay.
Japan.
All right. Two airports in Japan. There's Narita and Haneda. I think you're Narita, the one.
Narita.
All right. Okay. Here are the answers. Any more answers from our team live chat, Sister Ina?
They're still thinking, I think, Sister Macy, but only Brother Dexter responded.
Totally fine. Okay. The answer is largest airport in the U.S. is actually in the District of Mountain States, and it's Denver, Colorado. Good job. Yes, I fly to Denver a lot.
I haven't been there.
It's not my favorite. I love it, but it's not my favorite airport because of the time that you have to walk from one gate to the other. So
it looks like Brother Eisen responded, I said Denver, so he's right.
Very good, Brother Eisen. So just to give you an idea of how big Denver Airport is, just this week, I was there. I flew in. My layover was in Denver to get back home to Las Vegas. So from my gate, which is gate B, I have to go all the way to gate A for my connection. It's a 30-minute walk. 30-minute walk.
Is it true?
That's an exercise.
How's the landing going into Denver? I heard it's kind of
it's very bumpy.
Bumpy, yeah.
Bumpy. So I have to go through the mountains as well. I don't know, something about that, but then again, the Harry Reid Airport is bumpy too, because of the winds.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I think in Denver it might be because of the elevation.
That's for sure, clear. It actually adds up to the motion sickness too when you are in a much higher elevation.
Oh no.
Oxygen is thinner. So, all right. And now for the world. The largest airport in the world by area is the largest airport in the world by area is King Fahd International Airport in Dammam, Saudi Arabia. And approximately 780 square kilometers. So Saudi Arabia. It is known for its vast land area, though it handles significantly less passenger traffic compared to its immense size. Maybe people just want wide spaces there, but it is a big desert at the end of the day. So they have lots of space to play with. So there's busiest time of the year to travel. Okay, put some wild live chat.
Yes, Ate Macy, speaking of traveling, I have brother Anthony Arongay says, I used to work as a trainer for our old company server product, teaching universities and using the tech. My company paid for the flights and hotels, but allowed me to learn mileage and hotel points, which is a plus. That's great. But he says traveling is kind of course, expensive. He loves traveling, but the wallet says otherwise.
We will actually talk about that later in the show, brethren. We will talk about airline mileage and your hotel points and what you can do about, diminishing cash in your wallet because travel can be expensive. So we can help you with all of that towards the end of the show. Thank you, Sister Ina. Our second question, busiest time of the year to travel. Take a guess, brethren. Kuya Ron, what do you think?
I'm going to guess summertime just because that's the busiest time of the year,
right?
with the kids out of school and all.
Looks like Brother Anthony answered December. I cannot blame him for answering December because of his location, Salt Lake City, Park City area, ski town. You would think that December is a big time to travel because everyone wants to ski. But the answer is the most common peak travel months are the summer months. Wow, that's good for you. Kuya Ron, June to August in the Northern Hemisphere and the winter holiday. Brother Anthony is actually correct too. And the winter holiday season, mid-December to early January, is driven by school holidays, favorable weather, and festivals. So both of you are correct, Kuya Ron and Brother Anthony. All right, last question. I think Sister Ina would know the answer to this. Let's see. Which airport has the largest indoor waterfall? All right. Team Live Chat, take a guess before we have Sister Ina answer the question here. Airport that has the largest indoor waterfall. And I wish we found a picture and just showed it on air. But after we tell you the answer, you can just put it on your search engine or AI, and I'm sure you will get a picture here. Okay, Team Live Chat. Let's see here. No answer, but we have our brethren telling us how they love traveling with family. I absolutely agree, brother. Dap, that's also one of our favorite things to do. So, okay, there are no guesses. Sister Ina, what is your guess?
Singapore. I mean, that's one airport that I went to.
Jewel, Changi Airport, also known as Jewel. It's a nature-themed entertainment and retail complex surrounded by and linked to one of the passenger terminals of Changi Airport. Great job, Sister Ina. I knew that you would be able to answer that question because of your recent travel to Singapore. But yes, that airport has the largest indoor waterfall. Amazing, right? To have it inside the airport. But there you have it. That is our MTS challenge for today. We are going to continue with our topic discussion. We promised to you some tips and recommendation from our resident flight attendant here in our district, Sister Ara Carlos, in regards to jet lag and packing. So here are her recommendations. She said, well, first of all, I hope everyone knows what jet lag is, right? This is, the symptom that you experience when you are traveling in between time zones because your body clock is not able to respond right away into the change of time zone. For example, if you're traveling to Asia, our times there are reversed. So by the time that you get there, your body clock says nighttime, but it's actually daytime there. So you tend to be sleepy during the day or feel awful during the day because you didn't get enough rest. So this is how we can combat it. According to our flight attendant, Sister Ara, she said for jet lag, handling jet lag is part of her job. So she usually tries to get plenty of rest before any trip, especially if she's flying internationally or on a long haul flight. Hydration is key. So please try to drink as much water as possible. Before departure, set your phone and watch to the destination's time zone. This is actually something that I haven't done before, but I think it will be very helpful. So set your phone and watch to the destination's time zone to help you mentally adjust in advance. That way, when you check your phone, what you see is the time zone of your destination already. Once you arrive at your destination, if it's daytime, try your best to stay awake and adjust to the local schedule as quickly as possible so that you can save your sleep for the nighttime and fall into the proper rhythm. Actually, that's what I do. I do that a lot on international trips, is to just hold it in. Don't sleep, wait until nighttime before sleeping. Jet lag doesn't go away entirely, but with the right habits and a little discipline, it becomes much easier to manage. It's all about finding what works best for your body and sticking to that routine. So there you have it, brethren. Rest, hydration, setting your phones to your destination's time zone to prepare yourself mentally, and again, holding out for those sleepy symptoms, and wait until it's actually nighttime. Thank you, Sister Ara, for the jet lag advice. I'm sure it's helpful for a lot of our brethren. How about for packing? Nowadays, I'm sure I'm not the only one concerned about all the baggage fees that all these airlines charge, right? Even our favorite budget airlines before, which we won't call out the names here on air, but have now also started charging for baggage, which makes it really, really sad for all of us, right? Because then it becomes an extra expense in our wallet. So here's Sister Ara's packing advice. Maybe we can just keep everything in a carry-on luggage. That way we can skip those baggage fees, expensive baggage fees, actually. Packing advice. She said that as a flight attendant, packing is something that she had definitely mastered over time. I've learned to stick to the essentials and avoid overpacking. And one of my best packing hacks are packing cubes. So if you're not familiar, brethren, you can buy these from any department store or variety stores. They're little packing cubes. They come in different sizes, and you can just put and organize your things nicely in those packing cubes. They are my absolute best friends when it comes to staying organized and maximizing space luggage. They help me separate my clothes by category so I never have to dig through my suitcase last minute. That's actually a very good recommendation, Sister Ara, the packing cubes. Now, what are the travel essentials that we should bring when we are traveling? And again, to make sure that it all just fits in our carry-on luggage. So the travel essentials, as suggested by our sister: basic toiletries, travel-size toothpaste and toothbrush, facial wipes, or water pads, lip balm and hand cream. And why is lip balm and hand cream important? Because inside the airplane, it's actually very dry, right? There's hardly any moisture. So your skin becomes dry. It's uncomfortable. Your lips get chapped. So maybe keep that lip balm and hand cream nearby in your fanny pack, or for ladies, in your purse. That way you can moisturize during the flight, because cabin air it will really dry your skin. Mini deodorant, of course, hydrating mist or serum, or travel size shampoo and conditioner. And remember, here in the US, we have rules, actually all over the world, we have rules on the amount of liquid that we're able to bring, not exceeding 3 ounces per container, right? Or 1 ounce, I think it's the safest one. So please make sure that you keep that in mind, brethren. Always just bring the travel-sized containers if you are not checking a bag. Tech essentials: phone charger, number 1, universal adapter if you're traveling internationally, a portable power bank just in case you don't have access to power, a pocket Wi-Fi, especially if you're traveling into places where you won't have internet, headphones, and of course, whatever gadgets you use, whether it's your phone, your laptop, or your iPad. Always also, one thing that she wants to remind us: please do not forget to bring your identification cards, whether it's your driver's license or your passport, and extra change of clothes. And speaking of our passports, and identification. Brethren, we just want to be clear right now that since May of this year, the United States of America, the entire country, is only accepting state IDs and driver's licenses that have the real ID designation, the new IDs that the United States have released. So, brethren, if you don't have that real ID, it's a star on the edge of your driver's license. If you do not have it and you plan to travel soon, like next month, you have to get it updated right now. Get it updated, go to your local DMV and get a new driver's license that has the real ID. That's the only one that will be accepted when you travel by air. Now, if you're not sure if what you have is a real ID, then bring your passport to be 100% sure that you are not going to be left behind. Also, bring refillable water bottle because you cannot bring liquid in. But when you get thirsty inside, there are plenty of water refilling stations, usually in every airport. So if you have a water bottle, you don't have to buy the very expensive water inside the airport. Another thing that she recommends, which I highly, highly recommend too, is to bring a lightweight jacket or sweater, because inside the cabin, sometimes the air condition can get really, really cold, brethren, and not. If you're flying domestically, good luck. They're not going to give you a blanket unless you purchase it. So make sure that you just have your own lightweight jacket. So those are Sister Ara's tips for us this afternoon when it comes to traveling. We promised you some tips in regards to the hotel points, right? And to your mileage in the airline to save you a little bit and give you back some of your travel budget. We will discuss that when we return. For now, we're going to do What's Up Mountain States and find out what happened in our district for this entire week. So here we go. What's Up Mountain States?
What's Up Mountain States?
What's Up Mountain States is brought to us by our district multimedia team, and our first activity is from the local of West Las Vegas, the French crepes making. Is it crepe or crepes, Quiron? That's always a
It's great.
Crepe, right? Crepe. Some people pronounce it as crepe. I was like, is that the French way? But anyway, French crepes, one of my most favorite snacks of all. I know that this is not easy to make, so congratulations to the to the local of West Las Vegas for being able to pull it off. We see the younger brethren here, as well as the Buclod, mixed together in making crepes for everyone. I wish I could see the flavors that they make. My favorite is the hazelnut chocolate with strawberry and banana. Oh, I'm sure they had that. But we see our Kadiwa brethren very excited in making this for the brethren. I think it's always good when we have food in our activities, because it's definitely what brings people together. Look at that whipped cream they have on that crepe. The CFO of the local West Las Vegas, along with their guests, held a crepe making activity. Crepes are light, thin pancakes of French origin, made from a smooth batter and cooked to a delicate golden finish. They can be enjoyed sweet with fruits, chocolate or cream, or savory with cheese, meats, and vegetables. So those are our brethren from the local of West Las Vegas. And then from the local of Salt Lake City, they had a time to draw or art activity for the Children's Worship Service members. The Children's Worship Service, or CWS, of the local congregation of Salt Lake City, Utah, held a time to draw activity where the children eagerly watched and followed along as Brother James, host of Time to Draw, guided them through the drawing session. So we were able to pull all the creative minds of our brethren, of our little children in the local of Salt Lake City, as they followed Brother James. And you can catch Brother James on INC Kids channel on YouTube for the Time to Draw show that he has. This is very, very fun. I have my kids watch this show all the time too, so they can learn some drawing techniques. And also get them pulled out of the screen so that even though they're in front of the screen, they're doing some sort of an activity. So congratulations to the local of Salt Lake City for this wonderful and very successful activity. And that is What's up, Mountain States? Let us check in with our team live chat right now and see what they are talking about. In our broadcast, Brother Azen says, oh, crepes are so good. I agree. I think I am going to have some after this broadcast. Brother Anthony and Wrong Guy, passports are still accepted if you don't have real ID. That is correct, Brother Anthony. If you're not sure about your real ID, bring your passport on your domestic flight too, because those will forever be accepted. The passports are not included in the real ID thing. They're already an official travel document. So you'll be able to use them. Sister Mariel says, good afternoon po, Kajay, and also saying hi to Brother Azen. Hi, Sister Mariel. Thanks for tuning in. Brother Eisen is saying, giving excitement here for an upcoming travel that we will do as officers in the church. Happy Saturday po, says Sister Mariel. Brother Jay Agustin is watching us right now. Thank you for tuning in live, Brother Jay. He says, happy watching po. Sister Mariel said, this is a perfect timing for this episode, especially for those traveling to different places for our church activities. Thank you, Sister Mariel. Yes, a very, very timely topic indeed. All right, Sister Ina has a few recommendations here for motion sickness. Take medicine before boarding. Correct. Always bring motion sickness medicine, especially if you have kids. You'll never know, brethren, when you're going to need it. No more. Yes, that's correct. Baggage fees now, it's very expensive. You cannot check in 2 bags anymore. So pack lightly. Vacuum bags are also recommended, like clothes, and bring mints for fresh breath. That's correct. I guess after sleeping in the plane for a while, you need those mints. All right, let's see here. Oh, yes, we still have our brethren from different locals, mostly local of Las Vegas, tuning in right now. Some of the brethren have forgotten to put their local congregations. Remember to put them, brethren. We'd love to know where you are coming from. Okay, 4:38 p.m., really quick. Let's talk about, as earlier, one of our team live chat had mentioned, we love traveling, but unfortunately, sometimes the budget isn't always friendly, right? Or our wallets are not always built for traveling. That is why it is very important to be smart about traveling, brothers and sisters. For those of you who might not have it, if you're flying to a specific through a specific airline or airport in the next few weeks or so, then go ahead and download the app for that specific airline. And once you download that app, sign in and be a member of their frequent traveler program. So you don't have to be a real frequent traveler to be a member. You can just start as an ordinary member. And then every time that you fly with the same airlines, you're able to gather points for that specific flight. And as you keep those points and save them, they can turn into free flights in the future. So that's the first tip. If you're flying in the next few weeks, don't let that flight go to waste. Go ahead and download the app of that airline and be a member of the frequent flyer traveler program of that airline, so that your points can count for this current flight. How about for hotels? The same thing, brothers and sisters. If in the next few weeks or tomorrow or whenever you are traveling somewhere and you have booked a hotel from a specific hotel company that has the rewards program, then download the app and also be a member of that specific rewards program so that your upcoming stay will count as points. And in the future, as those points continue to accrue, then you will be able to use them for free hotel stays. Then before you know it, you have free flights, free hotel, which means free vacation for you and for your family. So do not make sure that you don't take those for granted. So I hope that those tips will help you. I know a lot of us have some upcoming travels in the next few weeks. But before we close this program, we just want to learn also from our resource person, from our absentee guest right now, Sister Ara, our flight attendant. What are the travel memories for her that stood out? She said one of her favorite travel memories is from her second trip to South Korea this year, and it was different because she was able to have this adventure with her husband and her 1-year-old daughter. The first time that she was in South Korea, she didn't know that she was already pregnant. So the place has always been a special time for her. So coming back, holding my daughter's hand and seeing the country through her eyes was an emotional experience. Oh, I really love that story. Thank you for sharing that, Sister Ara. I think like what Brother Dap said earlier, he loves traveling with family. I think all of us, that's our ultimate happiness, is being able to experience things through the eyes of our children. And through that, we can have a very different experience of a place that maybe we've been to in the future. Okay. So thank you once again, Sister Ara, for providing us with these important information in regards to traveling, some tips and recommendations, and also your personal story so that we can get to know you more. Sister Ara also have very important announcements, and we have to listen to this coming from a flight attendant. There are new rules for air travel right now. We already mentioned it earlier. She wants to remind us, starting May 7, only state-issued driver's license with real ID are accepted. So we already discussed that. And the second new rule or change when it comes to air travel, did you know that you do not need to remove your shoes at TSA checkpoints now? That is correct, brothers and sisters. We can keep our shoes when we go through TSA now. So you don't have to have that TSA pre-check that we purchase every 5 years anymore if you want to keep your shoes during checkpoint. You can keep them now because most airports now have advanced screening machines, newer body scanners, and x-ray machines that can detect prohibited items on your feet and legs without a need for you to take off your shoes. So these machines have much better resolution and more advanced detection. So yes, we will continue to be safe traveling, but we don't have to remove our shoes. So I hope that that's good news for a lot of our brethren here, especially for us that are traveling with kids. The last thing you want to do is get through the checkpoint, remove your shoes, only to put them back on again. And then before you know it, the kids are running to the next gate already, and you have to catch them. So thank you once again, Sister Ara, for the time that you have spent with us in providing these important information and providing your story and your experiences as a flight attendant. We pray for safe travels for you all the time. We know that you are on air right now, but we hope that as you land, that you are able to watch this special episode of INCRadio Mountain States. And one last check from our brethren from Team Live Chat before we say goodbye. Kuya Ron Poblete said, send us photos of your local activities and we'll feature them on What's Up Mountain States. Yes, that's a quick plug from us, brethren. Your local congregation, I'm sure you do a lot of activities. Send them over to us. We'll feature them on the show. Brother Ferdinand Tan says, happy viewing from the Tan family of Las Vegas. Sister Mariel says, hi, Ate Macy. Love seeing your face every week. Oh, thank you, Sister Mariel. I love seeing your name every episode as well. Sister Faye B says, happy viewing po from Central Coast Local, New South Wales, Australia. Well, hello there, Sister Faye. Thanks for tuning in with us. Brother Anthony Arongay says, booking apps even help you track all your mileage and hotel accounts. That's also a good tip. There's a lot of hotels and flight booking apps that are available right now. Brother Nick Cayetano says, hello, brethren, from the local of Colorado Springs. Sister Amy says, Kamisi salamat po. Thank you then po, Sister Amy. Thank you for finding this episode helpful for you. And she's coming from #Globe. Sister Mariel says, love that story, Sister Ara. Oh, me too. It's so very touching. Sister Janet sends hearts. Sister Aileen Briones also says hi to us from lokal ng Sevilla, distrito ng Albay. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga nasa Pilipinas that joined us on our show today. Well, brethren, travel doesn't have to be overwhelming. By keeping the essentials in mind, from documents and safety to packing and local awareness, you set yourself up for a smoother and enjoyable journey. A little preparation goes a long way, and turning potential stress into confidence and letting you focus on the memorable experiences you will create wherever you'll go. And please do not forget that wherever we go, we are worshiping our Almighty God. So make sure you check in iglesianicristo.net or incmedia.org for the local directory so we can find the schedule and the places of the worship services all over the world. Brethren, please join us again next week, Saturday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, for another episode of INCradio Mountain States. And next week, we are going to talk about food. Okay, we'll let you know what that is as we continue, but it's going to be really fun. Thank you to our brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister, for providing this platform for us to connect with brethren all over the world. Thank you to Brother Angelo Aranyo Manalo, our deputy executive minister, Kuya Manley Andaya, our executive producer, Brother Barrington Thompson, our district minister, and our assistant district minister, Brother Oliver Canlas. Thank you as well to Brother Jay Agustin, our CFO overseer, and to the entire district multimedia team in Mountain States. And of course, our warmest thanks to all the avid listeners and viewers of INCradio Mountain States. That is all the time we have. Thank you for watching and tuning in to INCradio Mountain States. Please continue to stay tuned to INCradio DZM 954, changing lives through God's words. Up next is INCradio Canada. Have a great weekend.
Bye, everyone.